Hi, everybody. I'm Ronnie,
Hi, and I'm Jenny, and
and
we
we
are
are your turn.
the Heart and Soul Sisters.
Yes, we are. And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about what we think of as blooming in quarantine. So, I wanted to talk about this because I saw a message somewhere, a prompt, asking people to think about what is it about the time that we're at home? And granted, not everybody has the luxury of being at home and living in reasonable comfort, right? There are a lot of people who are suffering
Right.
financially, and people who have to go out to work. You're a healthcare worker. My husband's a healthcare worker, leaving the home every day. I
Yeah.
get to work from home, so I do have that luxury. Um, but for those of us who are having more time at home and aren't, living in really stressful circumstances from that standpoint, I just this prompt that I saw was what one thing or maybe a couple of things that maybe have been changes in your life because of having to be at home and having to social distance and all those things.
hmm
Is there something that you can find from your life that's actually better now than it was before that you want to try to take forward as we start to open up and hopefully we won't shut down again? But um, it looks like we may be here for the long haul, but what can we learn from this going forward that might actually improve our lives? Essentially, is the question that I thought was interesting to think about. And I know for me, one of the things I realized just by hearing that question, right, and reflecting on it, was that there has been a lot more space in my life. And still been doing my job and lots of meetings and all that sort of thing, but I find that I don't have to commute anymore because my job is sitting in my comfy chair with my laptop, and so I have that time in my day, and I don't have to go very far. Even if I've got meetings back to back or whatever, I might go from the comfy chair to the kitchen to refill my water bottle, and then go back to the comfy chair, so I'm not walking from building to building or that sort of
Right.
thing. And
Right.
so I just noticed that there is more space in my life, that I can be a little bit more deliberate as opposed to got to get to the next thing, hoofing it between buildings. Um, and there's just time for me to go, okay,
Ah,
so what's
yeah.
the next thing I need to do? And instead of one trip to the refrigerator, pull everything out and throw it, like there's just the franticness is not there.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to go, okay, I need eggs. I need some cheese. I need some onions. Like just everything, I can be more slow and more deliberate about it. And it's wonderful.
And more
Um,
mindful, huh?
more, yeah, more mindful, right? It
Yeah.
invites mindfulness when you have the space
Yeah.
when I have the space to really focus on what I'm doing in that moment or what's the next thing I need to be doing now that I've just finished a task of some sort. And it's a wonderful gift because I've always been a move with a purpose kind of person, as you well know. And so,
It's why I have such a fast pace when I walk. I've been trying to keep up with you since I was a little shaver.
so
Yeah.
you're a little tiny kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying that I can just move more slowly, more deliberately. And it's not even a conscious slowing down. It's just like this, it's almost like breathing. Like I can do something and then there's that pause at the end of the breath before there's the next breath. And that's the way it feels like that pause is that little bit of space that I have in moving from task to task that just really makes a big difference. And I really want to hold on to that. Whatever's coming next, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so for me, because I'm still working, I'm still going to work,
Mm-hmm.
and our schedules haven't been as full, but I find that, I think I talked about this before a little bit, but, I started with Mind Valley. I've done a few of their courses, their online courses, and started the Wild Fit with Eric Ednitas and all of his wonderful Wild Fit coaches back at the end of January or February, early,
Mm-hmm.
beginning of February. And and so for me, I've been really focusing on taking better care of myself. I think we've talked about this before too,
We
where,
talked about
you know,
food. Yeah. Yeah.
food and so, but on all levels, because I've always enjoyed being outside, and we were kids that lived outside all year round,
Yeah.
wintertime didn't matter. We had our snowmobile
Yep.
suits on and we were outside playing.
The groovy
And
look of the
so
70s.
the groovy look of the 70s. Oh my gosh, yeah. Uh, it was just the movement that kept us warm, or it was so much those snowmobile suits. The constant movement. But yeah, so being outside just feeds my heart and soul. So I've really increased my time outside, time walking. Sometimes Matt and I will take our dog Poe or Roddy that you guys have met. Uh, in the morning and the evening. We are just trying to um, just really enjoy the beautiful outdoors. And it's spring right now, and everything's in bloom, and it's so beautiful, and
Yeah.
finally getting warm here.
Yeah. Right. Right. I know. I
Yeah,
know how
so
you
it's
feel.
it's just gorgeous. But I am also, and I know you may want to talk about your morning routine, because it's way more. I think it's awesome what you do. But I'm kind of a potpourri of, let me listen to this meditation if the mood strikes me. Like, I love Dr. Wayne Dyer's I Am meditation.
Hmm.
I've used that quite a bit, and you can use it morning and evening. And then there's Dr. Joe Dispenza's morning and evening meditations. I've done that, and Jennifer Reese, divine sleep yoga nidra
Right.
meditations. So
Right.
I've used those, and right now I'm working on the Silva Ultra Mind training, so I'm using those meditations in the morning. And yeah, and just, I think we both have talked about how much yoga and stretching and moving our bodies has
Hmm.
really been important to us. And we started off as teenagers. I think around the age of 14, Mom gave us a book, Richard Hittleman.
Oh, I
uh,
didn't get that till I was in my 20s. Once I got
Oh,
married.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was back when we were still on the farm, I think, is when she first introduced that book to me. So somewhere in my mid-teens. And then, so by the time we got to Florida, I'd gone through that 28-day, you know, program a number of times, and it was
Hmm.
like a pretzel. Um, but as I got older and got married and had kids, I kind of lost the motivation to take care of myself regularly. I just felt like, oh, the kids need me, or I just felt like I had too much on my plate. So I let, at times, not, I would let my personal time go, or
Yeah.
I would put off exercising, or I would, all of that.
Yeah.
And so this has really been just a great opportunity for me to revisit all of that. My yoga practice, I've signed up for, because there's so many things right now that are being offered online. So I signed up for a yoga teacher training that's a for yoga for flexibility.
Hmm.
And
That's
and
so
I
cool.
just Yeah, and I'm so excited because, I mean, I know we've shared Kripalu is my dream, on my list of what I want to go through, that teacher training at Kripalu like you did.
Hmm.
Ever since we went to Jennifer Reese's Divine Sleep Yoga Nidra training that for that week, I've just
Yeah.
that's really what kind of brought me back to, oh my gosh, I can do this,
Yeah.
even with my,
Right.
at the time, my arthritic hips and my you trick knees, which are all better now. But yeah, so it's just, I'm really excited about some of these things that I've been taking more time to explore, and to just I think, tick off some of those things that have been on my list for a long time, that okay, eventually when the kids leave home, and eventually when this happens, I'm going to do this,
Right.
and so yeah, so that, and piano lessons. Right now my piano lessons are on hold because I don't want to possibly infect my lovely piano teacher. So, so some of these things, I can still do on my own, and I have been, but there's other things that I'm exploring, my stack of books. I'm actually getting through my big stack of books that I've been wanting to read for a while.
So
So
cool.
yeah, so there are definitely have been some silver linings to the clouds that we've been
Right.
living through in
Right.
recent months, and I'm
Yeah.
grateful for that.
We
Yeah.
wanted to talk about that because we wanted to encourage people to um, think about those, right? I mean, everybody's situation is different. I know if I were homeschooling young children, my life would be very different than it is now. But maybe even in those circumstances, there are things that, blessings that have come out of it that people would want to take with them moving forward. So we just wanted to encourage people to think about those things, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, as this is likely to drag on for a while, right? Ebb and flow. The
Right.
social distancing is going to be with us for a while until we get a vaccine. Really, some
Yeah.
form of it will be around. So we hope that you all are finding what's working for you and what you can carry forward in this time.
Yes.
So until next time, wishing you love and light.
And so many blessings.
So many blessings. Take care.
Bye-bye.